Welcome to Conversations, Cocktails, and Connections. I am Emily Reeves.
And I'm Amy Hester, and we are here today with James Hayes. He is an award-winning glassblowing artist from my hometown of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where he owns and operates the James Hayes Art Glass Company. His bowls, vases, stemware, light fixtures are known for bright, contrasting colors and elegant lines. Welcome, James.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining. What are you drinking today?
What's in your glass?
What's in your glass, James?
I'm drinking a special cocktail made by Mark Cooper. I think it's called, what am I drinking, Meg? A poison something?
Ooh, poison.
Oh. We'll have to go look now. I know what I'm drinking. It's very important that I tell you what I'm drinking. Oh, it's called a zombie.
A zombie?
Zombie.
That sounds
nice.
Scary.
It's in a handmade James Hayes glass.
I'm drinking out of a handmade James Hayes glass as well.
Oh, cool. Look at there.
I'm drinking a little champagne bubblies today. Emily, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking an iced Malbec. Not in a James Hayes glass because I don't have one, but I do have my James Hayes nice vase back here.
Me too.
Oh, I see that. I see that. We can change that. Yeah, this is a zombie. It's a rum tiki drink.
Oh, nice. So, James, we are cheersing to thank you for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me. Yes.
Tell me what's been going on with you during quarantine.
I've just been working. I've been selling my glass on Facebook. I've got a Father's Day Facebook show coming up, and I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of chandelier orders, and I've been putting chandeliers out. Yes.
So were you selling on Facebook before the pandemic hit, or is that something that came about as a result of retail closing?
No, I was not selling on Facebook. It's like all my retailers closed, all my shows canceled. I said, oh Lord, what am I going to do? So I would put together a group of glass. My wife Meg would help me name them. I would photograph them, put the size, the name, the price, just put them on my Facebook. And you could pick up on my front porch, or I'd ship. And that really helped get me through before the PPP money came in and things like that.
Yeah. So I have to tell you, I called you not long ago. And but I was like, it was totally like you had to answer right then because I was gonna like surprise you because you were gonna have this show at your house, which we were looking so forward to because you went to India and y'all were doing this whole collection or something with glass from inspiration from India, right?
Yes.
And when I got the invite, I was like, holy shit, he lives like behind me. You know that? So Matt and I drove, and this is the Little Rock house. Okay.
Yes.
So we drove around, and I called you about a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I was going to tell you to go outside and yell because I'm pretty sure I probably could have waved to you. Now I know where your house is.
I have an India piece right behind me here.
Can you show us, please?
This one. This is going to India. We went to stay with our friend Eric Kennefic, and the type of rum they had there was called Old Monk. And, it's probably not the best picture in the world.
I love that.
Ruby red. And then iris orange. Yep.
Oh my God, I love that. Yeah. And that's it's sold?
Yeah, it's going to New Delhi, India. Yeah.
That's amazing. So what other inspiration, like what did you guys do there? What were your inspirations there?
I would definitely say the different fabrics. I had this custom made, and I wore it tonight. It's like because of COVID, I can't even dress up anymore and go out anywhere. I appreciate you inviting me. It's like, yay, I can wear something.
I know. I actually get to put lipstick on when I do this because otherwise it has to be covered.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's like paisley, silk, and purple.
Ooh, I love it.
Love that.
Is it a button down?
No. It has a Chinese collar.
Oh.
The regular collar has a regular collar. Yeah.
I love it.
Buttons down to here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So were the fabrics just like amazing? Did you buy fabrics and have them made there, or did you bring home just bulks of fabric when you were home?
They had the fabrics there. They would measure you and custom make things for you. I had a lovely jacket made there too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I actually did get to wear that to one fundraising thing before the COVID thing shut everything down.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, we're finally back in the salon, so but very spaciously. But I'm really anxious to get out and be social.
I trimmed my hair today.
You did?
I've been slicking it back.
It looks good.
I've got the mullet going on, the party in the back.
Nice.
Business in the front.
What are you working on as far as like, are you still keeping the same type of shape with your chandeliers? Because his chandeliers are amazing.
My in-laws have one in their house, and I think I always admire it. It's so beautiful. And you said you've been getting more orders for those recently. Do you think it's because people are spending more time in their home and like looking for home improvement opportunities?
Absolutely. Yes,
That's
are.
cool.
They are, I've been working on my own home, keeping it clean and redoing. I added a new light fixture.
Ooh, can you show us? Did you make it your own light fixture?
Of course I did.
Can you give us a show? Like, show us what it looks like. Oh, I didn't know you did flush mounts.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's easy.
Oh, I bet the flush. I didn't think about a flush mount. I always just think about the chandelier.
Yeah. They're not expensive at all. I mean, it's basically just a bowl or platter. I drill a hole in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, yeah, I have a couple, like Matt and I used our little flutes in our wedding that he made. And I'm just happy I'm happy to be drinking out of something other than like a stemless wine glass right now, because most of our glasses are put away. But I love all the color, and I have in my head something that I'm going to have you work on soon.
Okay.
I have a design that I really, really, I just don't know where I want to put it yet. And I want to do like light colors, like whites and beiges and pale pinks, and wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, I do a lot of neutral things, and people are still interested in bright things.
Yeah.
And this week I've put up both the neutral and the bright.
What's your favorite piece to work on, or favorite shape to work on? Do you have a favorite?
Yes. I really like to sculpt. When you're working with sculpture and glass, it can be blown, it can be solid, it can be both. I got ordered today for a football fantasy trophy. They want, I'm going like, okay. They want a gold devil riding a stick of butter with a oh crap, what's
like the devil?
A trident.
Well, what kind of football?
That's a fancy fantasy football league if they're getting a custom trophy.
did you hear all that? A golden devil riding a stick of butter holding a trident.
It's amazing.
So
Well, that'll be a fun project, I guess.
Yeah.
So do you have to make the butter look like butter, or is it all going to be gold?
Well, they want it all gold.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like a challenge.
Totally. And how big is it going to be?
Well, I would say maybe 8 inches.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, you have to post this when you make this. I mean, because
I know, right? I know, right? And I told him I'll mount it on a piece of black marble with a nice little plaque on it.
that's awesome. I think it's cool that like I do know this about glass blowing is it can't you can't ever not waste your product. So like if something's broken, you can kind of like go back and reuse it. Right? Am I wrong?
That's called profit from a loss. You know, in your business, hair. Now, Emily, I don't know what you do particularly, but if you can profit from something you lose, you can make money. Amy, in your instance, if somebody messes up their haircut, hey, you get
it's a loss for sure.
You know, you're going to profit from their loss, but how do you profit from your loss?
Well, I love the smaller things that you make, the like the wine toppers, gifts, great gifts, and I'm obsessed with the ornaments because I love to keep those in a bowl.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, I grabbed a few things.
Oh
yeah.
You know, visual aids.
Yes.
I got these little, you know, they're $45, little pansy vases.
I love a bud vase.
Yeah, and I love making birds. I'm now the only bird maker in Arkansas.
Really?
Because the Bluebird company is no longer, right?
True. Yeah, they went to business. So I'm making the cardinals. I'm making the blackbird of sadness, bluebirdie of happiness. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Oh, you thought I was kidding,
How's
right?
a blackbird of sadness?
Here's the blackbird of sadness. He's very sad. Oh, I'm a sad bird.
He's pretty.
Well, how much are you going to Pine Bluff? Because, you know, I love a good Pine Bluff person, and you're on the top of the list.
Well, I want to give a shout out to my my buddy Eric Freeman. He's made T-shirts. I would have wore it tonight, but it's dirty. It says Pine Bluff is sexy.
Stop it. Okay, I kind of have to have one.
Well, of course you have to have one.
How can I get one?
Well, we'll talk later.
Okay.
But, you know, Pine Bluff has such a bad rap, you know, and a lot of good things are happening in Pine Bluff. You know, Pine Bluff is sexy. A lot of things are going down. We've got a library, a new hospital. We've got a casino. The Arts and Science Center is building a new addition. And, you know, Pine Bluff is sexy. Why not?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
Lots of sexy people come out of Pine Bluff, right?
I know. Have you ever heard of Amy Hester?
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah.
No. So, Emily, have you ever gotten to go to Pine Bluff before?
I have, because I've had a client in Pine Bluff. So I've been to Pine Bluff many times, usually for meetings and then like, you know, awards banquets, that kind of thing. And I think I've done focus groups there as well. Isn't there like one hotel in Pine Bluff, or are there multiple? Like whatever the like one hotel is, I've been there for convention or like awards dinner, and then also did focus groups there. But that's it. I haven't spent time in Pine Bluff, to be fair.
To be fair, that's very frightening.
Yeah. Well, you do have to go through Pine Bluff to get to Louisiana, and that's where Emily's from. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm from Shreveport.
Yeah. Well, I'm a New Orleans fan. I've been to Mardi Gras many a time, and St. Patrick's Day, and we have friends in New Orleans.
Well, and That'll change now. I mean, I wonder how long it'll be before they'll have Mardi Gras. I'm sure they'll have it. I mean, I don't think that's ever going to change, right?
Like they're going to have Mardi Gras because have you seen the pictures of people at Lake of the Ozarks over the weekend?
Yes.
It's crazy. Like there are going to be people that congregate regardless of fear.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of scary to see the amount of people that are like not given one care at all. I mean, it's scary, but I don't know.
Well, Amy, have you gone back to doing hair in the salon?
Yes, we started 2.5 weeks ago, so this will be our 3rd full week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's good. It's just different. We can't work at full capacity, so
right,
we're doing the best we can.
Well, I appreciate you for doing that. I'm ready. I don't go to salons anymore. I found out the girl that was cutting my hair hated cutting men's hair, so I've been going to a barber shop. The barbershop catty corner from the rep. Not to discount you any business or anything.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's that new barbershop that does like the straight razor shaves and everything.
Yes. Well, I will tell you a funny thing. I said, do whatever you want to. And she gave me a bob. I'm going, oh, well, thank you. She gave me a bob. I'm going like, oh, great.
Well, you could pull it off, right?
No. I could not pull off the bob.
That's hilarious. Well, so when do you start working on, I know you're always super busy around Christmas. Do you start now making what you need for the holiday time, or when do you?
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Now I'm working on custom orders, refilling shops and so forth. Usually September, we start on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anybody that helps you in your studio?
Yeah. I have Andy and Jared right now. And Jared, he lives at my house in Pine Bluff. So that's cool. So he can keep our own things.
So do they work as like apprentices, or is it just like as an assistant? Like do you have apprenticeships in the glass art industry?
Andy would be an assistant and Jared would be more of an apprentice. Yeah. And it's sort of an assembly line. You know, I'm sitting at the bench blowing and making, and they're Jared would be gathering and handing it to me, and I'm blowing and making. Then I give it to Andy and he puts it away in the oven when I'm done making it.
So one of the most interesting things when I was reading your background is that you like, even though you had an art degree and you had graduated from school, you learned about glass blowing at the Arkansas Art Center Museum School. And I thought that was so cool because I've taken classes at the museum school, and I know Amy has as well. It's just like a really great place to kind of broaden your horizons. And then all of a sudden that becomes your passion and your career. That's a really interesting origin story.
It is. I have a friend, Carla Cohen. I sold her my college couch. She still has it. She's recovered it 5 times now.
Wow.
From Carla's a woman about town, and she has a very interesting story herself. And you're welcome to have her on your show. But anyway, I'd stay with her every weekend. I'd blow glass every weekend at the Arkansas Art Center and sleep on her couch. And this was during the time when Bill Clinton was announced as president, announced that he was running for president and everything. And it was fun. She lived on Rock Street, and we'd walk down and see what was going on down there. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So when you were in college, if you had not been introduced to glass blowing, what was your passion in art school? What did you do in college?
I love to paint. I would, if I could make a living as a painter, I'd be painting right now.
So, you still paint as a hobby?
No, as a living, I'd be doing that. Yes. Now, as a glass blower, glass is immediate. You make it the next day. You see it, and painting is similar to that. You paint, especially in acrylics, and it dries really quickly. And I'll still paint. I've still paint, and have a few paintings for sale at the Full Moon on Kavanaugh.
Really? Okay. Where else are you selling in Little Rock? Where can people find your pieces in Little Rock?
Well, glassware. Well, the Full Moon, of course. Everyday Chef. Arkansas Art Center when they open back up. The Clinton Library if they open back up. Yeah.
I mean,
And,
yeah, everybody.
yeah, everybody.
Have you gotten into any other shapes, like any new shapes since coming from India? Besides, I mean, anything different?
Shapes are shapes, but I've gotten into the way I color things differently. Okay. Yes.
I really love that piece.
There's just so many shapes out there.
Yeah.
This is one of yours that somebody gave me as a wedding present. And I thought it was so interesting because it didn't look like your typical stuff.
Yes, of course.
Like I love that. I love that so much.
So that's one of my favorites because of that, because it is so unusual.
Yeah, Emily, we did a little bit bigger than that. We made lamps out of them.
Really?
Like,
I bet that's really pretty.
Drill a hole in the side, and put a light bulb and a switch. And,
so when somebody calls you for a custom order for like a chandelier, do they typically have seen one that you've already done and are like, okay, I want it just like that? Or do they come to you and they're like, okay, I want these shapes. I want lots of the tassel-y.
Typically, I like to go to their house and check out their electrical. Make sure it'll withstand, 80-pound chandelier. Mm-hmm. I look at their artwork and I'll suggest color, size, and shape. That's how I do it.
Damn, I didn't think about how it's got to hold all of that. Jeez.
Yeah.
That'd be the important part.
I've made chandeliers before, and I've showed up and they've had a plastic junction box in the ceiling. I need a metal junction box. And a junction box is just, I don't need to explain that, do I?
No. What's the biggest one you've ever done? How heavy do you think it was?
Yeah. It's 15 feet long. It's in Hope, Arkansas. It's in Hempstead Hall in University of Arkansas at Hope. And Hempstead Hall is where they have performances. They show movies. Well, they did show movies and concerts, plays, and so forth and so on. And 15 feet in glass is really, really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you make, when you're doing something that large, do you make extras just in case of one getting damaged?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That would not be fun to have to like stop and go back and get more. Well,
yeah, I did a new chandelier this week in a stairwell, and I was 30 parts shy. So I went back, 2 days later and put 30 more parts on it.
Mm.
Wow.
Normally I don't have to do that. Say I do one in Colorado. I can't fly back to Arkansas, get more parts, and then fly back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, okay. So tell everybody your how people can reach you. Like, what's your Instagram handle and what's your website?
I'm James Hayes Art Glass Company.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, Amy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I hope to see you soon. And if I ever see a commotion over the fence somewhere, I'll like yell your name. Cheers.
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 Tell Meg hi. Bye.
I will. Bye.
See you later.